Season 2 of Big Brother was a game changer. The first season of the show was a dull affair that is almost nothing like this season. But Big Brother 2 stepped it up by adopting many things that made it a very strategic and social game that we had seen make Survivor such a success for its first 2 seasons before this one. So what did they do that made Big Brother so much better? Let's find out. Before we start, I want to thank you all for supporting this channel. If you want to see these videos weeks before they are ever released here on YouTube, then consider supporting this channel on Patreon. Your financial support makes this channel possible, so thank you. Number 1, the characters.
I'm Nicole, and you're either gonna love me or you're gonna hate me.
I'm just incredible, and just in case you didn't know, now you do.
You'll have a bunch of freaks and weirdos in there, and I like to make fun of them.
The characters of any season of Big Brother or Survivor makes or breaks the show. In this case, they mostly made the show.
Hi, I'm Hardy. I believe that life is an adventure.
Hi, I'm Krista, and I'm the #1 drama queen.
Every day I walk the fine line between confidence and being cocky.
Hey, what's up, I'm Mike. I like chilling with the ladies.
You have Nicole, Bunky, Cheryl, Hardy, Shannon, Autumn, Justin, Krista, Kent, Monica, Mike Boogie, and of course, the evil doctor himself, Dr. Will Kirby.
I'm Kent. I'm opinionated, and if you want me to, I'd be happy to get on your nerves.
Hi, I'm Monica Bailey, and I am Brooklyn.
I'm Sherry, and I'm an experience you'll never forget.
These are all great characters that added something unique and interesting to the social mechanics of the house, and for the most part, provided compelling gameplay.
Hi, I'm Shannon, and I'm the athlete.
I'm Autumn, and I'm only good when I'm bad.
I'm Bunky, and I'm Triple C, creative, complex, and crazy.
From Nicole's constant meltdowns over Will,
I'm so absolutely flabbergasted and disgusted that Will may place in first or second, who lost every competition on purpose and thinks it's funny.
to Kent blowing up at the Monday meeting.
Who's number 2, Hardy? Tell everybody. You promised everybody in the room that they're going to be standing next to you. Now tell them. Bust him up, ladies.
To Dr. Will just goofing off most of the time due to his boredom.
Where's the medal at?
Right there. Metal. Metal. Not metal. 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 Not metal.
And who could forget Shannon using Hardy's toothbrush on the toilet bowl? And then fake apologizing for her actions.
I'm gonna take care of what I did. I apologize. I'm sorry.
And then her mom says she supports what Shannon did.
I'm proud of Shannon on that one. That'd be something I'd do.
This cast had their great moments, and while the dynamics of the group got less fun after Mike Boogie left, Dr. Will held down the fort and made sure we were entertained until the very end. The character score will get twice the weight due to their importance, and with that, the characters score an 8 out of 10. Number 2, production quality. This is by far the biggest weakness of Big Brother 2. The pacing of the show was incredibly slow at times, and this was not helped at all by the fact that the challenges were mostly very lame and tame. The show didn't fully understand how to present itself until really the second half of the season. The confessionals in the beginning of the show have an empty quality to them that kind of just hangs there. Audibly made me yawn.
Sherry, any way you look at it, is hot. And I hope her 17-year-old son isn't watching this because I'm like embarrassed that I think his mom is hot.
However, by the end of the show, they really figured out how to edit those confessionals so that they were interesting and engaging.
Hardy and Nicole really should have evicted me last week. I don't think that's any secret. Anyone who believes me at this point is dumb.
Some crazy things happened this season, such as meeting Shannon's boyfriend who threatens Will.
You know, Will, I'd like you to be a man and say it to my face. At 165 pounds, I think he should bring Hardy with him.
To the entire segment where the editors had fun with a segment called How Nicole Met Will.
Nicole and I have an Ike and Tina relationship.
To showing the descent into insanity that Nicole experienced.
I've got nothing, and I have to stay in here and play this up game and still worry about strategy and bull.
However, there were times, even then, that things felt slow. Julie was a fairly good host for what she was required to do, but even after 30 episodes, I still didn't fully understand what the layout of this house is, and that seems due to the lack of cameras and just a bad house layout for television. The one thing that would have boosted this season would have been 2 less weeks in the house and less episodes. There are 30 episodes in the season, but the show would have greatly benefited from about 22 to 24 episodes max. The production quality for Big Brother 2 gets a 3 out of 10. Number 3, the game twists. Big Brother 2 was very hit and miss with the gameplay twist that they added to the show. By far, the best, most intriguing twist was the time that Big Brother 2 offered each of the house guests cash and kept upping the ante if they said no, and the cash was to force the entire house to eat peanut butter and jelly. This showed you what people were really made of, and a couple of the most noble people, or what they called themselves to be noble, actually took the deal when Dr. Will, who was the self-proclaimed evil doctor, wouldn't take the deal.
Julie, I think I'm going to go ahead and shock everyone here and not accept the money. I am going to hope that all the people in the house are actually good people, and I'm going to deny the money.
We've tripled the original offer. We've knocked down 2 days.
I can do that.
Okay. Thank you, Hardy.
It doesn't surprise me at all that he took the money. He's just a big liar. He's even a worse liar than me, and the worst part about it is he can't admit it.
It caused a lot of drama in the house, and was such a simple twist, it makes you wonder, why didn't they do this more often? But then some ideas floundered, like offering for someone to drop from the final 4 HOH competition to get fast food, or having each finalist remove one juror's vote. It was very anticlimactic. However, the core components that were added to this season, like the head of household, nominations, and evictions, are all solid and give the foundation of a good game that Big Brother 2 had. The special Survivor episode was completely unnecessary, but it was also a shot in the arm at the end of the season that made for a fun episode in and of itself, and you could watch by itself. Overall, the game twists get a 7 out of 10. Number 4, strategic play. The strategy of Big Brother started here, and a lot of concepts were introduced that are still being replicated to this day in modern Big Brother. The struggles between whether this is just a game or if voting someone out is personal. Putting a pawn on the block to try and guarantee that the other person goes home, but also finding out that the house can turn on you and send that pawn home. Constantly putting yourself down and playing the goat, but when you reach the finale, the person who thought they were dragging you to the end to beat finds out that actually they were dragging you to the end so that you could beat them. Losing head of household competitions on purpose to lower your threat level, giving good, touching farewell messages to those being evicted, and playing up your real strategy in the diary room so that the jury at home sees that you are really the puppet master. And considering how much time the players had to just think about the game, it isn't too surprising what everyone comes up with, and a large part of it did come from Dr. Will himself. Overall, this was an impressive start to what could have been a super basic season with super basic strategy. The strategic play gets an 8 out of 10. Number 5, the winner. Dr. Will Kirby was the only house guest from this season that ultimately satisfies everyone as the winner. He was cocky, fun, and played a very loose and fast game, but was also incredibly intelligent and thought about his decisions. He pioneered the strategy of lowering your threat level to survive that has won future winners their seasons, and was constantly coming up with new ways to put one over on the other house guests.
I know that you're like the evil doctor, liar, whatever. You're not want to come here on this deal.
Everything will be really copacetic. I'll be pumped to that.
All right.
No problem, dude, I promise.
Some village is missing their idiot if they think that I'm not going to stab him in the back.
He would cut deals to save himself, but then mere seconds later tell us he has no intention on keeping these promises and will cut the person who just made him a deal next if given the chance. He formed his own narrative in the diary room that had us baffled as to why people even kept him in the game. That was Dr. Will's brilliance. He kept a lot of his strategic evilness and smarts in the diary room to let the jury know, hey, here's what I'm doing, while keeping it mostly to himself when he was out in the house. Hardy tells Julie that Will never told him he was going to lie to his face, and yet Will claims constantly throughout the second half of the show that he's telling people to their face, hey, I'm gonna lie to you, and they don't believe him. But we never see that on the show. It's only heard in the diary room when Will tells us this. He was a brilliant storyteller and an excellent player. He had his flaws, namely during his jury Q&A session when he bashes everyone with his closing speech. But he was the most satisfying winner you could ask for. So the winner of this season gets a 10 out of 10. Big Brother 2 was a solid start to the new format of the show. While the first half of the season was extremely dull in places, the gameplay really picks up after the Shannon eviction, and Dr. Will does his best to entertain us the entire way. It is a good season to watch to see the genesis of the show and the genesis of a lot of Big Brother strategy, but it would be hard to recommend to someone to watch as their first season of Big Brother. Now, with all these scores combined, Big Brother 2 comes out to a 7.3 out of 10. Thanks for watching, and if you like the content you see here, then please support me and this channel on Patreon. The Patreon has every video I release weeks earlier than when they go up here on YouTube, and your financial support makes this channel possible. So thank you for watching.